to corral her now because she keeps flying off the table. So I corral her. Poor Heather, you're in a corral. All right. Oh, dang. Oh, whoop. Wrong way. There we go. All right, Heather. I gotta find new homes for everything. And it's like, trying to find everything. Hold on. One more thing. One more thing. Done. All these things, I swear, that we have to do is like crazy. Trying to find you. Where I can't find you. There's that. Oh, where are you? Barb, if you're on, y'all come say hi. Oh, there's all the comments. Jesus. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, Carla. Thank you. Jacqueline, I love you. Carla, I love you too. Hey, Barb. Hey, Teresa. You guys already shared. This is good. You don't even know what I'm making. But you can kind of see on the table. I gotta find you on here. Is that me? No, that's me, but it's not the one I want. Oh my gosh. These doggone computers. All right. Guess what I forgot? Glasses. Just realized it. Zoom in. Vilya. I have you guys far away for a reason, because I'm going to show you. I usually have, hey, Carolynne. Hey, Melinda. Hey, Debbie. My reef stand that, I was like, okay, I'll put it on the table. I'll stand in front and do this, with you when we get to the point of putting flowers on. And it fell today as I was doing things. So the little hook that you would hook the wreath and everything on broke. So that part goes in the trash. Keeping the screw part because I have to go get another one. So, hey, Teresa. So anyway, I'm hoping I don't burn myself here. I have wires all over the floor here. And the thing is that I'm not used to this setup. Why can't I find me? Why can't I find me like right away? Sometimes I do good. Sometimes I really suck at this. And today's one of those sucky days. Good Lord. Really? Really? God. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying. Fun. That was the other day. Where's my live? Oh well, whatever. Computers and me don't mix. We all know that. Thanks, Vilma. So, I started this because you would get bored watching me wrap. And I started to put white ears. Didn't like it. So what it is here, the whole thing came like this. Where did I get it? Hobby Lobby, maybe? The frame. And it comes with the ears, the head, and the body all attached. And then this stuff comes in things like, they call Loop It. I got this at Michael's. Joanne Fabric sells it as well. I had done a teddy bear, or not a teddy bear, a snowman back in the fall, Christmas time in this color. But I've had this bunny and I was like, I just didn't want to put flowers on it. Like I have another one in my shop already. And it has like the chicken, I think it has chicken wire with like moss. And I just did a bow. I didn't want to take away from it all. But this one, I said, we need to do something with this one. So, because Easter's going to come and go. And so, but I wanted to show you. So, of course, I didn't have enough pink. I ran out to Michael's today to go grab some. And I'm looking. I'd taken my wrapper with me from the one I had finished. And they had one pink one left. And I thought about doing a different color just to make it fun. But I was like a bunny rabbit. He either has pink, white ears with pink inside. And I thought I could leave the white ears, but it looked kind of dorky. So I decided to just do this. So let me take this out. I wanted to show you how I do it. I did a scarf with the loop and a yarn into it. Is it this, some people will do things like this, but they'll use like a fur, and they have to cut the fur in strips and go around, and then they cut another strip, you know, because, you know, you buy it like by the yard, you know, kind of thing off of Bolt. And the only problem I sometimes see, depending on the type of fur you get, is that it sheds on the edges all the time. So, hey Melissa. Melissa, I tried to go on your video. Oh wait, wrong Melissa. Wrong one. Wrong. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see. But anyway. So, what was I saying? Oh, I hate that when I do that. I hate that when I do that. Oh, anyway. You guys remind me what I was talking about. So I'm going to tell you about my remodeling. If you want to call it that. What are we in, week 6? I think it is. I think it's week 6. I'm losing count. I think it's week 6 because, who knows, week 6 to week 7. So this is the story of what happened last week. Oh, I think I told you guys. I told you that on Sunday what happened. So today I'm up. Craft shop did it with the real cotton. Oh, really? Oops. What am I pulling? Nothing. Interesting, Carolyn. Interesting. Yeah, you could do it with cotton balls. You can take pom-poms and you can glue, you know, pom-poms on it. You could do whatever you want. Hey, Linda. So I'm up at 7:30 in the morning waiting because I thought somebody was going to be here at 8. It was more like 10 before one guy showed up. And then the builder came and he's giving him instructions because this is what they do, or he does. The crew guy, Esau is his name, or Esau, and he was going to hook up his equipment outside to do the base molding, you know, cut it and everything. And the builder goes, bring it upstairs. You got a room here. You could do it. It's not like it's all dusty all over the place. Really? And hey, Janet. And he decided to do it upstairs, which is fine. I forgot how I had this in here. Here we go. Oh. I'm just going to cut it because I think I knotted it at the end here. And he says, okay. And I'm talking to him about the paint because I wasn't happy that you could see white through the paint and stuff like that. So he's giving him instructions on what to do and tells him to bring all his stuff upstairs. And does he do that? He brings his saw upstairs, but leaves all the wood trimming outside. So he's up and down the stairs all day. I'm like, not my place to correct him. So it is what it is. So now he left, and before he left, my husband told him, well, you know it's going to rain tonight, so all the molding is laying outside. He's supposedly covered it. I haven't looked because I'm like, it's wet, not my problem. You could have brought it in. Your boss told you to bring it in. All right, now the idea is find the beginning or end to this. Now, when I start doing this, here's an end. I started down here and I kind of roped it around here, and then I came up through the head and I did the head because I'll come back to the ears, wrap it around here and here, and I'll finish it on one of the sides. It doesn't matter which one. Now you can make this as tight as you want or as loose as you want. Hey, Catherine. So, with that being said, I don't want to take this whole thing and try to weasel it through. Now this comes in, what did I do with my paper? I know y'all saw me put it somewhere. What did I do with it? I just folded it up. Oh, here it is. I know you guys are going to ask me how many yards are in this. This has 7.6 yards, and it's 100% polyester. Okay. Hey, Melanie. So, needless to say, I don't need 7 yards to do the ears. So, let's say that. I can always add. It's not a big deal. But I'm just going to cut this. So that way, I'm not taking all of this through. And normally what I would do is start making a ball. Because I start here with the big ball, work my way around. So by the time I get here, I have a little ball. But this is tiny as it is, and a ball is not going to work. So I'm going to take my end, wherever it is, and see, I can pull that last loop apart. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie that little baby around. Just kind of make a little knot. I have my glue gun here because I will go ahead and glue it, you know, down a little bit just to hold it. I kind of hide it. I just do one little, I know I'm going to burn myself tonight. I just know it. Ooh. I'm not used to, I always have my glue pot on this side, don't I? Yeah. Ooh, hot glue, hot glue. Thanks. You know, I was debating about doing this, not doing it, and I went, So just where I kind of knotted it, I'm just going to put a little glue there. Just so it kind of keeps it in. I'm scaring myself. And I'm going to pull it down to the base. As far as I can. Because we're going to kind of hide it with the loops anyway. Ooh. Hey, pretty lady too. How are you? Happy Tuesday, Danielle. Okay, normally I don't go on Tuesdays because I have my class. Well, my time would be 8 o'clock. But I was like, you know, I've felt so bad these last, like I posted it, okay, the last like 6 weeks because of everything that's been going on. I've moved now into my third room. Went from the master bedroom, a third of that, to the dining room, and now I kind of took over the living room because I said, we don't use it. It's like, you know, as you would call a formal living room in the sense, but we don't use it. We're always in the kitchen, the family room there. The kids are upstairs playing in the playroom, or they're downstairs in the other family room. And I was like, I want the room. So thank you to my friend who gave me this lovely, it's like old school teacher's desk. It was supposed to be meant for my husband. Didn't get through the doors. So he goes, yeah, why don't you use it for, you know, you? And I went, oh, the only place we could do it, dear, is in the living room. So I took over not quite half of the living room right now. The other half looks like crap. You're not going to see it. I kind of posted a little bit of pictures of it, or a little video I think I sent to a friend of mine. Hey, Marianne, how are you? But it's not ready. It ain't going to be ready. But it's enough that I can do my lives with you guys. All right, so the little curly things, whatever, loops, I kind of hold them down because I don't want to get them caught, you know, when I'm putting all the yarn through here. Because if they get caught underneath it, then it's, you know, like what's the purpose of having the loop? Now you can make this as tight as you want, as loose as you want. It is your choice. However much you want to have come showing through, it's up to you. You could paint your bunny if you want to spray paint it first, paint it white or pink or whatever. You can do that. Oh, thanks, Wendy. Idaho. Hey, Dawn, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're new. Oh, okay. I always do this because I have my shirt on, I have my apron on, and I always forget to tell you guys, I'm Carolynne from NonnasNuttykrafts. So if you want to get alerts from me when I go live, type the word alert down below. Rosie, my little robot, will go ahead and send you a message in your personal message, and then respond back to her with the word alert. Oh, here we got caught there. There we go. And then you'll get alerts when I go live. I'm glad you're good, Dawn. It's nice. It's been nice weather. Oh my God, I haven't posted it yet. We're sitting just before I came on live. I was eating dinner, and I'm looking out our kitchen window. You know, the way I sit faces out. You know, we have 2 windows there, and I'm sitting and eating, and I look up and I see something moving in the backyard. It's a wild turkey. I've been here. It's going to be 22 years in July, and that's the first time ever I have seen a wild turkey. It was black. It had this like feather sticking out of its chest, and I said, it's got to be a male. And it's just like walking in my backyard, and I was like, oh, and I ran and got my phone. I literally haven't posted it yet because I was coming on the live, so I didn't get to do that. Hey, Linda, did I miss you? Linda Hobby? I've never seen one, Bob. Did I miss Linda Hobby? Did I say hello to Miss Linda Hobby? If I didn't, I apologize. I try to make sure I see everybody. Don't have the glasses today. They're over in another room. Anyway, hey, Miss Rockwell. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, did I post it, Barb? Oh, yeah, I did. I posted it on my regular page. I don't think I posted it on my business page. Anyway, so this turkey's walking across, and then, of course, I'm jumping to get the camera. My dog starts barking, and the thing goes like, oops, about faces, heads back down to the woods. And I'm like, ah. And I was just like, never have I ever seen one. I go to my son-in-law and daughter's house. It's getting all tangled up here. Wait a minute. Am I double looping this? See, I got to pay attention. Here we go. There we go. Let's start that part again. Good Lord have mercy, Carolynne. This is like Nonna's Nut House for sure on steroids. Go through. There we go. Whew. Where did you get the bunny face? Katie, I think I got it from Hobby Lobby. I think I bought it, and I bought it months ago. I think I bought it back in February, and I just had it sitting here, and I haven't done anything with it. And I thought, oh, you know, as I'm cleaning out stuff, you know how you find things? So I was like, oh, tonight's the night. We have one last year walking down the sidewalk. You got my house. There's one house next to me, and then it's woods. So, you know, we usually have a lot of deer. And last year, I didn't see like any deer. And I think it's because of all the rain we had. They just kind of stayed in the woods, maybe to protect themselves from all the rain. I don't know. And usually in October is rutting season, so we usually see some bucks, not anything like major big horn things, whatever you call them, but you know, there's some bucks that roll around, and usually we'll see then in the spring we'll see the babes, you know, the fawns with the does, and we don't see the bucks usually then, but we always see them in the fall. But last year we hardly didn't see any. I didn't. We're sitting on the yard and hear the gobble. Barb, it's just weird. Hey, Emma, it's just weird. First time ever. Now I started to say my son-in-law, because they live more farmland area, they look like gray turkeys. This one was black, had the red head, had that feather sticking out of its I mean, it was aren't the boys the one that had, not the, what do they call that gobble thing that hangs down from their neck? But this one had a feather. It was just like sticking out. And I thought, Lord, let me pluck that. You know. 2% of tom turkeys strutting with lots of hens. Really, Kate? Hey, Pam. Hey, Connie. How are you, my friend? If it's your first time watching, y'all, go ahead and type the word alert down below, and Rosie will go ahead and send you a little message. And make sure you type the word alert again. And they'll go ahead, and that way you can make sure you're on my list. Whoops. See, I'm getting tangled up here again. Pull that one through. There we go. So see, I do like it with all the pink. Now, when this fills in here, I can put flowers in there. I could put white flowers in there. Gullet. That was his beard. Yeah, if he has a beard, a little goatee sticking out here, he's got something. He ain't gonna get any ladies with that thing sticking out. Oh, did you, Barb? So you could tell how much I know about turkeys. Zippo, 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 zippo. Oh, Michael's. Y'all looking for flowers. Michael's has their flowers. I picked up these little babies. They just had some little bunches. These were originally $2. Got them for $1 each. So I just picked up those colors. Most, I had a lot of the other, and they were little bunches like that they had on sale. Hey, Diane. Oh, great, Diana. And, but check out their florals. They are on sale. I went and bought a bunch of, what do you call it? Oh, I say Fisca. Not Fisca, because that's a plant. What do you call the green leaves? Ficus. Good Lord. I'm just like, brain wazoo today. I had Munchkin today, and we did a craft. I'm always, she's now into Nonna, I need this for my crafts. I'm like, oh, okay, excuse me, didn't know. And so now because her birthday, she got a little kit. My other daughter, I think it gave it to her as a little kit, had pom-poms, all kinds of things in it. And I have a table up here. We play Play-Doh, sand. She paints. So today was painting day. I said, oh, I got a surprise for you when I get home, because she always asks me when I pick her up, Nonna, you got a present for me? And I'm like, no, not a present, but we'll do a craft. This is a bunny. Stacy? Ficus, yeah. Couldn't get the words out, Barb. It's a ficus. See, now I got ficus on my brain. It's a bunny, and it's like grapevine. It's just like twigs. It came all attached like this, but keep in mind, y'all, you can go get, the oh my God, like the grapevines and small hoops, and you can get this. They sell this in like a roll, like you would get cord. And you can go ahead and do that and bend it to this and wire it, to the head and do it yourself. Make your own bunny if you want. Oh, the pink material. Sorry. It's called Loop It. It's finger looping fun. I got it at, you can snapshot it. Dun, dun, dun. Let me go this way, because all the comments are in. Hey Regina, hey Dawn, hey Diana, hey lady. So you go in your yarn section, and I got it at Michael's. Joanne Fabrics sells this stuff too. This is a smaller pack than what I had gotten at Joanne Fabrics. I think I got more. It had more yarn, whatever you call it, in it. It's polyester. It's 100% polyester. All right. So again, depending how thick you want this to be. Oops, let me keep going the same way. Dawn, did you order some of the ribbon? Hey Regina, how are you, my friend? From that lady I told you about? I just talked to her. I believe she said she saw your name come across her path. Hey Crystal. Dun, dun, dun. So we're doing a bunny, fluffy little bunny. I didn't want to do, I'm going to show you at the end what we're going to make next time. It's a surprise, but I'll give you a heads up on it. I'll give you a heads up. But see, this is why I didn't want to do this whole thing with you guys, because it's just loop and twirl around and just hold your little loops. If they get tangled up, just pull them out wherever it goes. There you go. Because you want the loops to be there. That's what they're there for. Make it look fuzzy. Oh, thank you, Pam. She had so much fun doing the live. My friend Johanna was on a live. We did a live Sunday. I went back and I'm watching. She's got the ribbon. She's twirling it and it's like whacking her in the face. And I was just laughing. It was her first time and she did so good. I wasn't sure how she was going to do, because I thought she'd be nervous, but she did fine. And after we got off, she goes, that was so much fun. She goes, I want to do it again. So next time when she comes up, we're going to do it again. We'll do another live of something. I don't know what we'll make. But she's like, I want to get a fluff box. I want to get the spool holder. I want to get this. I want to get that. I was like, whoa, 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 girlfriend. Slow down. So she was funny. I love her. And like I said, we have known each other for 25 years. So when a friend of mine, ours named V, because, we all hung out together. I'm doing fine, Virginia. Yeah, we're like the three. When you put all of us together, now the fourth person in the group, she's the, and V comes on and she's the crazy one. You think I'm crazy? I'm kind of between her and I'm kind of like on that, ooh, if I do that, the pros and cons side. And, but you put Johanna, V, and me in a room, nothing gets done. There's always, when we go out, the three of us, something happens. There's always a story to tell. And that's just the way it is, but I like it. But she really enjoyed it. and she wants to do more. So I said, if I come down to her place, I said I'll bring stuff down and we could do something down there, or we'll get stuff that, you know, we can do so that she can do something. But she's really like into it now, and she was so proud of her bows, and I'm just happy for her. It was really good doing that. Thanks, Stacy. So I'm just pushing this through the ear, just winding it around the other part of the ear. This is the whole boring part before we get to the bow part. And then you guys gotta help me out because I pulled out a bunch of ribbons. A bunch of ribbons. Hey, Donna. Bunny's like, I know. And look, I got a little fluffy, little tail to put on it. God, it seems like forever I've been doing this, doesn't it? Because I'm talking too much. Hey, Tanya, right? Did I say it right? Not Tanya, but Tanya. Yeah. So I was almost going to do a live with my granddaughter today, painting her little craft, but that would be kind of boring. I hope so, Carolynne. That's my yay, I got it right. I hope so. I'm practicing names. I'm practicing. But, oops. So tomorrow in my house, they're supposed to, what are they supposed to do? I don't know. I wrote it down. But tiling is supposed to, and I was waiting. I hope my phone doesn't ring when I'm doing the live from Home Depot, because we ordered the flooring, and that was the only place we can get that would match what we had already. So I was like, oh. So yesterday they called at night and said, hey, it's going to be ready. It's due to be shipped in or delivered to them today. And then he says, depending what time they get it, they can maybe have the flooring here to me on Wednesday or Thursday this week. And I went, yeah. Well, I haven't gotten a phone call from them yet. So I'm like, you know, it's just like one thing after another. You know, nothing ever goes as planned. Oops, pull you. Here we go. Getting down to the bottom of one ear. Now again, I like mine really tight. You may not want it as tight as this, and that's, again, your choice. But I'm the type, I don't want really to see the wood, if you want to call it wood. I know. It is a pain. I was talking to somebody just before I came on the live. They're like, well, when is your room going to be done? I said, you know, I have friends for about 3 hours south, 3-4 hours south of me, and they're flipping a house, and they started like 2 weeks after me. I think it was. Yeah. And they're like gutting the house, you know, took down walls. They already got the kitchen cabinets in, the little railing on the outside. They started landscaping the outside. And I mean, it's, you know, just a little Cape Cod house. But I was like, you got more done in 4 weeks than I got one room. But Grant, it was, you know, it's taking down and rebuilding and restructuring. There's plumbing. Probably maybe about the same as what they're doing. Who knows? Oops. I'm going to knock something over. 8 months. Ugh. Tanya, I would kill. I'm like, today when the builder came, he knew I was pissed. And he said he was going to be back this afternoon. That's probably why he didn't come back, because he could tell. And I told him when we walked, oh, they're going to start building the closet tomorrow. Mock up. That's another thing. All right, so here I finished. To go over to the other ear, I don't want to bring it straight across, okay? I'm just going to bring it down here. I'm going to loop it around here. And if you find a bald spot, bring it up in that bald spot. And then, once I do that, then I'm going to start coming around and bringing it through the other ear. And I'll probably run out of stuff, but that's okay. We got more. All right? So see, it's coming out kind of cute. I think it's cute. Oh, Tanya. So in 2015, we decided to I know I've told the story. Take down one wall on our house, which wound up remodeling the entire main floor, which living room, dining room, the dining room, I took down the wallpaper, was halfway up the wall because the contractor said, oh, well, if we have to take that down, we're going to have to put new drywall up and all. I went, are you out of your mind? I said, tell you what, give me one day. I'll take it down. And the next day you can go ahead and do it. So while the contractors were here that one day, I was over here, got a little, what they call wallpaper scorer thing. I don't know what you call it. Wet it, scored it, all the way around the dining room. Was halfway up the wall. And I took it all down and made sure all the glue was off, you know, the walls. And I said, he came the next day and he goes, you did that? I said, yep. I said, now you can paint it. Don't need no drywall, ripping out walls and everything. You didn't need to do that. Now, for them, it would probably be easier just to rip the drywall out and start from scratch that way. I'll grant you that. This could be a little bit more time consuming, but I was like, I'm not paying for all that crap. So, that was that. So, the living room, dining room got painted, all the crown molding, you know, house settles. I know, isn't it, Tanya? No, see, I said Tanya. And stuff, but we'll see. It will be nice when it's done. They're supposed to rip up the fireplace. I haven't been in the room since this morning with the contractor, and I try to stay out. Depending on what they're doing, I may sneak a peek. But when I have my granddaughter, I don't sneak a peek because, you know, she always wants to go in and see the room. And, you know, if I'm picking her up from preschool or something, she always goes, are the men there? How many? 1, 2, 3? What are they doing? Oh, Stacy, I know. He's like, week 1, you got to pay this much. Week 2, week 3, and then final payment. And they may be still working that final week. And then you're like, you got all my money. You know, it's like, well, we got 95% of our money right now, you know. And you're like, dude, it's called small better abuse. Well, he's a bigger corporation maybe, so I can always take you to court. I'm not afraid of that. I'll get my money's worth, but we're not at that stage at all. But it's just frustrating. You know, you see the big demo day and you're like, yay. Then you see walls going up, yay. And then the plumber takes 4 days. And then with everything that went on last week, it was like, well, there's a whole week on of nothing. And that's why, like I said, I haven't been posting any pictures because there's nothing to see. All they've been doing is painting. So tomorrow will be mock-up of closet day, so we'll see how that goes, because they were going to do I know it's crazy, Tanya, and they're supposed to do rods across. It's 14 feet long, the closet, so it's enough for you to fit like 2 shoulder widths, so it's along like a galley closet, they call it, and that's all we need. So half will be his, half will be mine. Maybe I'll take a little more, you know. And they were going to do rod and rod. So you could stack your clothes twice, and there'll be one big, like, long shelf up top. You can put whatever. But my husband wants, like, bookshelves in there. So that's why we have to do a mock-up, because I said, well, if you're going to get shelves, I want shelves on my side. And it's easy to do shelves. I don't have, that many dresses, because I don't really go anywhere. I'm like in pants all the time doing this stuff. And so for that reason, I said, I don't really need a section to hang dresses. I can go hang them in one of the other closets. You know, the few little dresses I have. Oh, look, I did have enough. Woohoo! And you can push this up, you know, fluff it, stuff it. We'll use all of this. So let's push all this up a little bit. So we'll use all of this, since it's silly to cut it off. What are you putting on the bunny? I got ribbon that's hiding behind my sign here. It's only hiding because I have the sign there. I put the flowers here. Usually I have the flowers on the other side. So we're going to do a bow with some flowers here. I got a little tail. All right, we're coming to the end. Thank the Lord. Which way did I go? Which way are you? Inside. Okay. So, so once I do the mock-up, you know, that will give me another peace of mind. And then they're supposed to do the closet, the tiling on Thursday, Friday, and he said Saturday. And I was like, I questioned him. I said, Saturday, you going to be doing tiling? He goes, well, we'll see how far we get. And I'm like, what happened to Monday through Friday? You know? So let me just pull this up a little bit, because I said I want to use all of this. All right. Maybe 2 more rounds of this, and then I'll show you how I end it off. Now, you could, if you find a different way to end it off, if you're going to do one of these, you end it off what you feel comfortable doing. My way is just one way. Okay. All right, so last one through. This is what they call, Tanya, it's called Loop It. It's finger looping fun. It's 100% polyester. You find it in your, where you do knitting stuff. I would call it yarn, but it's not really yarn. Okay. So, make sure I got it through the right way. So because I pulled it through, okay, I'm going to bring it down into the middle of the head, okay? I'll loop it back, because see, I know I have a little space in here, so I'll loop it back, come through. Now this is where you would determine if you like this side or this side. And you're just going to take this. If you find spaces somewhere, doesn't matter where you're going to end it. Okay? So you have a little space here. So since I have so much extra that I cut, I'm going to use it up. Where's this dividing? Okay. Bring it down and around. And I personally would like it to finish somewhere on the back or the top of the head, just because the bow is going to be there, and anything I glue or anything like that will be hidden, if that makes sense to y'all. All right, so I'm going to bring this up and around a couple of times. 2 is good. Now you can take it, if you can weave it in underneath one, you know, a couple of the other ones. I usually like to do that because then I'll pull it through. And again, just a couple of them, and then I'll glue from there. Oops, come here. Get one loop through, and then I can pull it through. There we go. Oh, come on, come on. You're right there. All right. That looks good. So I'll cut it off. I cut it in between the loops. Oh, my glue pot's hot. And I'm going to tuck it in and part it just a little bit so I can see the grapevine part of it. And I'm going to part it. Whoops. Let me put my gun down for a sec. Now what do I do with my end? Here it is. So I'm going to put some glue on the grapevine, so to speak. And I'll take my end, which is right here, and just kind of stick it on there. And then I'll bring the other loops kind of back over. Voila, look at this side's flat because this side was laying down. So you could just fluff it up like that. I just run my hands through it. And voila, we have a bunny magnificente. So whichever side you decide looks better, you can bring, if you want to push these through, you know, to the other side. If this side's going to be your front, you can do that. It's your choice. I think I'll leave, I had that side flat, so I'll just kind of curl these up like this. I'm doing the inside. But to each his own. Oh, I like his little ears. Cute. All right. Comes the fun part. Nancy, we're making a bunny. Hey, Gary, how are you? I missed you the other night. You weren't on the other night. Or you didn't pop on here. You were probably on. Okay, so now we're going to make a bow for here. Now, I was going to use gel ribbon because I thought, oh, that would be so cute. But I'm using hot glue. Can you hear it melting? Just the thought of it? So I went, not going to work. All right, so I pulled out some different types of ribbon. And I need you guys' help. This, of course, has bunnies. It's green, purple, blue, pink on it. All right. I have some of this. Whoops, don't go anywhere. These are some of my wide ones. It's all going to roll off the table on me. Stay. I have a soft, like kind of a minty color green. I guess my table's not level. There we go. Now I can change any of these colors. I don't have to do these. I kind of wanted to bring in some orange anywhere, you know, bunny always eats orange, carrots. So these are just some things we can bring in. So the big thing is to decide, will this be too big on it or not? That's going to be the first question. Because if the 2-inch is too big, then it's not going to look good. And I thought of doing a terry bow so some of the streamers will hang down in the middle. So let's just kind of, thanks Stacy. We're just going to kind of loop something and just get an idea. Do you think the 2-inch is too big for this? I kind of think maybe 1 2-inch and then the rest to do the smaller, the 1.5 inch. What do you guys think? I like the bunnies. So give me a thumbs up if you guys think the bunnies. Kinda, I agree. Or thumbs up, I should say, if you think the 2.5 inch is good. Because if we throw 1.5 inch on top, that might be, it just gives it enough. Regina says no. I saw one something go up. I missed that one. No 2.5. So that's what a 2.5 inch. And then if all the rest were small, because we're going to put flowers in here. So that's why I was thinking this might be too much, too big. See? Well, a lot of you are saying thumbs up. Gary says no. Marianne says too big. Phyllis says yes. Regina says yes. I'm assuming you're yes and thumbs up. I see all of them. All thumbs up say yes. So let's just do this. Ooh, I'm going to lose all my pins like we did the other night. See, I don't have a spool holder here because I got the plants. So just for the sake of this, that's what 1.5 inch. And again, so let's do this. Compromise. I think the 1.5 is going to be too small if everything is 1.5. And I think just one layer, it is better. I like the purple too. I haven't used this one. I just got it. I don't know where my ribbons. Wreaths by Mary is where I got it. Let's do one of this, okay? Because that will help when we put flowers in to give something to really hide. A lot of that with just the 1.5 inch, you may see more of the stems, and that's what I don't want to see. So let's just do this one. I like this one. This one I thought was really cute, but it might be too bright. So let's do the bunnies, because the bunnies would be good. Tenny said, yep, I agree, y'all. I agree. All right, so now we're going to choose. We're going to take all these away because I'm not a fan of just one of the solid colors. Although the purple would be kind of cute. Oh, I thought I had all these pinned out. Come back. This is when you know your floor isn't even, when things keep rolling off one way. Oh. What do you think? Look, I'm holding it up to me like it's my baby. I do like the purple. Oh, I make my life so difficult. Bunnies with pink, purple, and green. Okay, this is it. I do have this in the smaller one, so we can bring that in. What frame did you use, and what's the name of your yarn you used? The yarn I use is called Loop It, Beth. You can get it at Michael's, and Joanne Fabrics sell it, and it's in the yarn section. That wasn't a good picture for you. You can snapshot it if you want. The frame came, I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. I bought it months ago, and I'm horrible sometimes with some of the things I buy like that, because then I'm like, where did I buy that? And you have to sit and think. Okay, got you guys. So all this will go away. See, I usually have a basket down here, and my basket's over there. So throwing everything on this side so that I don't trip on it going out. All right, baskets with bunnies is the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So that's going to be too much. I do have these little bunnies. I thought these were cute. We can add that in, but it might be too much bunnies. I don't know. So if we do, we got to decide now. I wanted to bring in something orange, like as if it's the carrot. No problem, Beth. Anytime. See how much I got on this. Do I have enough to make one really though? No. But I have another one. Hold on. Thought I had enough in this roll. Yeah, I have orange right here. I have the little ones in orange. These have orange in them, Tanya. So, what did I do with the ribbon? Good God. So this is the ribbon. So we can bring in this. Has a little green, has a little orange in it. And I don't have to do that. But I like the purple. Oh, here's green. I like the purple better because it has the pink and white in it. Yeah, got the purple. I had the little bunnies, these little bunnies I thought would be cute, maybe to throw in there. And then maybe with just that plaid on top. We'll see which one of these. We'll kind of make the bow and see how that goes. I don't think the green. And I don't know, that might be too much purple. It has the pink, the yellow, and the purple. We'll see. We'll see. We'll use that. The bunnies in purple and green. No. Now I just felt a little nodule here. Oop, actually two. So what I do is if I feel something like that through here, I'll come back with my wire cutters and clip it off. Or if you get in, you know, you could do this before, which I did, but sometimes when you're doing it, it kind of re-emerges what comes out. So I like to cut some of those things off. This one's just a little stick sticking out. Alright, good. Because I don't want anybody to get hurt. You know, they got those little things on it. Okay, so with this in mind, where's my, hold on, here it is. I have to look. I don't know where everything is in my new space because I had it all over the place. No green? Yeah, not a solid green. I don't know. It might be too bright. Let's play with it. Let's play with it, ladies. All right, so Bunny's gonna go over here. Stay, Bunny. Oh wait, we gotta measure the bow. Now, things go flying. So let's go ahead and dovetail one end. We don't want this to be past the bunny's butt or body. So it's just going to be a short one. So what is that? That's about 8 inches, I guess. And now to decide the loop. Now these bunnies go, it doesn't matter if they go up or down kind of thing, because they'll just be sideways in the bow, so you don't have to worry about which direction they're going to be in, if that makes sense to y'all. Let's see if 10 inches works. See how I did that? I took the whole thing up. I don't think she's... Yeah, hey Bernice. How are you? If it's your first time watching, type the word alert down below. Rosie will go ahead and send you a message in your personal messenger section. And then you can go ahead and reply to her with the word alert too. So that way you can get a lives. Now this isn't going to be the only one, but I think that's a good size for the bunny. So 10 inches I think is pretty good. Oop, come back, come back. Get in there. All right. So 10 inches, and I have an 8-inch, just a little tail here. These bunnies are going to be upside down. Let's reverse that one loop, because look, my bunnies are upside down. So all I'm going to do, instead of bringing it in the front, I'm just going to bring it from behind. Oh, it's still going to be upside down. Okay, let's fix that. We don't want our bunnies upside down. So here's what we're going to do. Now we know the one. We're going to bring a tail across down, okay? We're going to make our one loop go in here. And we can make our second loop here, okay? But see, my bunnies are upside down on that one side, and I don't want my bunnies heading straight down. So I have two choices. I can cut this one here, which would probably be the wisest, and then just make a second loop go in the reverse. Does that make sense to y'all? Because I just don't want to try to bring a loop down. Oh, I could, because I'm only doing one loop on the bottom. So let's do this. Cut a little bit here. That's not going to be long enough now. We're going to reverse our bunnies and make our loop on this side first. 5 inches. Now this little part where I'm cutting it off, let me make that a little bit longer. We can cut that off once we get the whole bow tied together. We can cut this little bit off in here a little bit closer. Okay. So see, now all my bunnies are facing up, right side up. Oh, good, Pamela. Yay! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now you can also get notifications. So the notifications are, just tap on the screen. It will come up, and just hit, for notifications, you get 3 little buttons up there. You can hit that. That way, in case my bot is out to lunch with her friends and she doesn't respond, that way you'll still get notifications I go live. So it's 2 ways to get it. 2 ways are better than 1. All right, my bunnies. Woohoo! All right, so what color should we do next? I do like the purple. Ooh, let's do this purple. That's gonna look pretty. That's gonna look pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Now this is the same bow that I did on Sunday night with my friend. And it's called a Terry bow, named after Terry who invented it. So I'm going to keep the tail right now the same length. When we finish it and get it on the bunny, we can go ahead and make it shorter. But I always like to give myself enough just in case I screw up, and I need to adjust the tail loop one way or the other. Okay, so this has a right and a wrong side, so we call it bottoms up. My loop is just going to be a little smaller, or I can make it the same length. And this time I'm going to make 2 of these. So I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller. And I just know that, I use my finger. I just, you can make it however small. If you want to make it the same length, make it the same length. It's up to you. There's no right or wrong with these. We're going to put the purple up top. do it? The way I've done it, I made my tails, then made my loops separate the tails, make it go up. Yeah, it just depends, Regina. When you have those ones that have words and stuff on them, they could be kind of crazy. You know, you got to figure out, oh, you know. Sometimes with the words, you can just loop it from behind and do it. Oops. Then doing what I did. Turn that up a little bit because it's not quite as good yet. And then you just measure one tail, one loop to the other to make sure you have them at the same length. Use your thumb, whatever. So we have two, so peekaboo will be through here. All right. Da, da, da. I think the slowest part of this whole project is doing, you know, wrapping up the bunny there. That's the part that takes the longest. All right. I want to use these bunnies. These bunnies are in my head. Ooh, too bright. This might go good. This goes good because it brings out more of the purple. It has the pink in there. It has a little bit of yellow because I got yellow flowers in my basket up there. Not tulips, daisies and stuff. Maybe I'll do that. Let's do this one. Let's do this. Thank you, Regina. Now this I got at, oh, I should have labeled it. I always label my ribbons. This I just bought the other day. Michael's had it. This is a Michael's ribbon. These little guys, my daughter got, I think it was at Hobby Lobby. See, I didn't do it, so. This one came from, ooh, see, Michael's or Joann's. This is Hobby Lobby. And this one's Hobby Lobby. And the only reason why I know, she bought a bunch of them for me at Christmas time. Now this I'm going to leave. I'll dovetail it at the end. When you do, like this is a little bit more silky, you don't want to pull it from the end when you're straightening it out. You know, when you're fluffing it and all, because it will fray. And that's the same with any of these kind of. So I always leave this particular one towards the end. It really doesn't have a upside down right side, but let's see how this goes. We gotta have a funky one in here. I got this so far away from me so you guys could see. I'm afraid to move there because I got wires coming this way, cords, and cords coming this way with the hot pot and this way. You guys are kind of far back than usual, but I'm afraid to walk that I'm gonna knock something because this thing keeps falling forward. It's on a carpet, which is probably not helping much either. Alright, so depending how many of these I want sticking through, curls on the side. I think I'll do one of this because this is kind of bold. And I'm going to make it the same length, I think, as the purple one that was underneath. So that they kind of sit in between each other that way. Because this is kind of a little bit of a bold print. Oh, that really unraveled, didn't it? Good Lord. Crazy, 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 crazy. Oops. So tomorrow I make a trip to Home Depot to say, hey, you guys didn't call me about my floor. So hopefully they'll say, oh, we got it. Let's deliver it tomorrow. No, Debbie, don't go on Amazon. Go on, look at Michael's. I know Michael's carries the Easy Bow. Damon had it in his, and I know he said he was out last night. He's getting more in. Scott from Waterman's Loft. I am Nancy. Check his website too. I know about a bunch of them too. But Michael sells, if you go Michael's and Joann's, go into where they have ribbons, bows, florals. You may find it there. And see if you can find it. Now these has bunnies that go upside down and all. So I'm going to start this reverse so my bunnies are facing the right way. This is going to be a hand part. Because normally we flip it over and bring across. Now I got to do it the reverse. So instead of bringing it, twisting it and bringing it over the front, I'm not going to twist it. I'm just going to bring it from behind. Yeah, if you use, you get 40% off, or they have some sales right now where you can use a 50% off coupon off things that are not on sale, regular price items. Yeah, I mean, totally, you guys, coupons. Hello. I was just at Michael's today. Bought my little flowers, the yarn. Hold on, I'm switching hands. I'm gonna make sure my bows. So always know how to make your bows by hand, because if your little thing breaks, your Easy Bow Maker, whatever, or whatever you're using, that way you know how to make the bows by hand. So again, I'm just bringing it from behind. Again, this is one I'm not twisting up or down, because I'm just bringing it from behind like that and squishing them together. That's all I'm doing. Make sure your one tail is hanging down. Okay. You can put them on top of each other. You want to make them separate, you know, next to each other. It's whatever you want to do. Alright, so see, all my bunnies are going to stay in the same direction. When I get it to where I want it, then I'll stick it in here. And then I can fix it. Hi. I can... Oh, Sally, you'll get it. You'll get it, my friend. Look up. Yep, she is the inventor. Now, I do have a phone number here. If you want the phone number, here you go. It's 800-311-6529. Now, this is the Easy Bow Maker. I also have the spool, the rose, and that's so you can make roses or flowers on it. So this comes with a regular peg too, but this one does not have a phone number on it. But just a FYI. And I don't drink. Where is it, Gary? Where you been, Garrett? Look, I have water and ice in here. I do. I never drink when I'm on the lines, because I always want to give you guys the attention. All right. So this is coming out kind of cool. Ooh. And this is pretty good, because some of the ribbon, when you buy it at Walmart, not Walmart, at Michael's, for instance, or even Joann's, it's not as stiff. And that's the one thing I look for in it. And this is pretty stiff. Because some of them are like, and they're good for bows. Some of the ones that not as stiff, because you can use them in fillers in here. Like this one's really silky, so I wouldn't use it for tails or anything like that. But for a bow, it looks kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe just a pink one on top. I think just pink. Let me get rid of all this, since I couldn't find you guys earlier. Can I find you now? Of course not. So let me shut this up, because my pink ribbon is under this drawer. I think just a soft pink. Soft pink one. Yeah, soft pink. So wish I could use the gel ribbon. I think a soft pink one. I don't want to put blue. Not green. I think the pink. And this has orange in it, so that kind of gives me my little bit of carrot in there. Alright, so this is bent down. This is a new ribbon I haven't used yet, evidently. Nope, I didn't dovetail my bunnies. Didn't do that. Alright. So this is just going to be a little pop of color. And this doesn't have a right or wrong side, so you don't have to twist it up or down. But it's a habit. And this is just going to be one loop. One loop. Just to kind of give it a little pinne on top. Okay, that's done. Yay! Hey, like and share this page, you guys. So here's the deal. I'm up to like 1,600 and something likes. I'd like to hit 2,000. That's on likes. Followers, I want to hit at least 2,500. And I'm at 2,000. I think it's like 2,050. We got 450 more to go. But the more you share, the more you like, because we do giveaways. All right. So with this one, I'm going to use a zip tie. Okay, I'm going to slide it straight through this way underneath all my ribbon. I'm going to pull it up just a little. I'm going to get it started. Whoops. Whoops. Whoopsie. You can use wire. You can use pipe cleaners. Whatever your heart desires. Okay, I'm going to pull it a little bit. And then I'm going to shift it over. Just a hair, because where I had it in the pegs there. All right. Twist my zip tie around so I pull it from the back. Do not pull it all the way tight, because I'm going to use this. I'm going to put these together. I'm just going to twist it. And I put two because I wasn't sure how far around. The neck kind of comes in, but with all the yarn and stuff on there, I wasn't sure if I needed two really, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And what I do with these little edges, you know, even though you twist tie it in, oh, I just broke a nail. Oh no, that's glue. I just kind of push them down so they're not sticking out, if that makes sense. All right. So on the back side of your bow, you're going to take this and you're going to weasel it through to where you tied it in the middle. Okay. Then you can pull your zip tie. I thought my zip tie was pulling out of me. All right, and then you cut it off. Whoop. I went flying somewhere. All right, so we have a flat bow. Voila. I gotta find space for this stuff. I was gonna paint my fluff box today, and downstairs in the basement we have a storage room. And in the storage room right now, I have garment racks with clothes, and some of my wreaths are on it, on a different one. Well, the clothes rack collapsed. It like kind of was standing and then kind of like whooped. And I'm like, So, I haven't fixed it. We're going to duct tape that baby together because I'm not buying another one with all the stuff that's going on here. It's like, no. So I'm going to put this, hook it in, the little hook on the fluff box, wire it around once, and I tuck it in underneath just so that I'm not catching on it. Stay. There we go. And I usually, on these ones, I'll start, you know, at the top and work my way down. And I'll just start fluffing and pulling my bow out the way I want it to go. Make sure all your tails are facing down towards you because they're going to hang down. Who's in the middle there? You are. Pull it apart. Now remember, I said I got those little extra pieces in here. So now I'll cut them back. We're going to hot glue. I'm going to turn this around so I can cut this right. This is the other one. We're going to be hot gluing where the zip tie is and all. But not quite yet. Where the other piece went to. Oh, here it is. Alright, so we just have one loop, two loops. We did one loop in the middle, we did two loops and one loop. Easy peasy. I think it's going to be, I think it's big enough to put on the bunny. I'm just going to dovetail just a couple of these that I didn't in the beginning. And then we'll fix them all when we get on here. That one I don't like. Alright. Y'all got quiet all of a sudden. Where'd everybody go? All right, last dovetail on this side. All right, so now I don't want the zip tie to show through, so I'm probably just gonna stay with the pink one, I think. And I'm just gonna bring a piece, I don't know what fell. How about the fluff box? Debbie, the fluff box came from probowthehand.com. And you get the fluff box, and there's I usually have the 3 spool holder on here. It's really heavy, the box. I have a handle. Look, this is why I was going to do it. I have a little handle so that I can pick it up by handle. I'm going to put it on the side here, you know, the box. It's just a little gold handle. And I was like I said, I was going to do it today. But all the clothes were laying down on the floor. And I went, not today. So, let's put this baby just back here. Hopefully I won't knock it over. I'm going to take my ribbon, just fold it in 3s. You can use whatever ribbon you want. Flip it over. Make sure my wire, my chenille stems are on either side of it. Make sure I got the right one. Nope, almost got the tail in there. That would have been a first. And then I just tie this in a knot. I pull it really tight, tie it in a knot. And this covers that zip tie there too, so that you don't have to worry about it sticking anybody or anything like that. And then this is where the hot glue gun comes in play. I'm going to wait till I put the bow on first though, before I put the hot glue gun. I'll just put a little dab here, because if I try to put it on before and I'm moving it on the bunny, I might burn my bunny. Look, I flattened my bow up. Okay, did I have one side? That looks like a flat side. I don't know which way I had it. Let's just fluff the side out. Does it matter? No. I don't know. That one looks good. All right, so I'm going to put this baby right around the neck. Now, I made these long enough so that you can also use this right from here and make it your tie for whoever it is that's going to get this beauty to hang on. So again, I just twist these. Now you can make it shorter if they're the loop smaller, so that it doesn't show all the way through. But I always try to choose a color. You're welcome, Debbie. Hey, Jackie. And I just wind this around. Sometimes I'll cut it off. It just depends what I'm doing, you know, with it. But I rather use the whole pipe cleaner on it to make sure it's nice and thick. So that's going to be your hanger, okay? Because it's going to hang up against the door or whatever. So let me center my bow. Fluff you again. And then I'll hold it up so you can see. And then we'll cut the tails. I do like the purple. Now, not to say I'm partial to purple. But I am. But I am. All right. So give or take, we're going to wind up flattening this out again too, because we're going to go ahead and put some glue. I'm going to put a little dab of glue, like I said, underneath the bow there. And that's to hold the knot and the zip tie. And it's probably going to stick onto this shoe. Now we're going to have glue strings all over the place, which is fine. So let me throw these on the floor since my basket is over there. I'm going to switch this, and I'm going to move you guys this way a little bit. There we go. All right. So we'll save the tails for last, because I want to do some flowers in here. Now, I pulled out some little ones because we don't need big, like big tulips or anything. And I thought if I put tulips in there, So I pulled out some little ones. And we can see, I have some, I don't know, I had yellow, so much yellow, but I don't like the yellow tulips. So you're gone. I do have some white daisies. I have these yellow white, and I have all these flowers that are up here. I did it so you guys can see that. I have like, looks like little white roses, these yellow guys. And this was interesting. So I have to show that. I'm going to come closer to show you this. I got to turn this around so I can see. So hold on. So here, the way this comes, it comes as a bundle. And I was like, oh, I took off the little tie on it. And I was just like, oh, okay, let me separate it. Well, these are attached by a little piece of plastic here. And then there's one big piece of plastic in the middle. So no matter what you do. But I thought these were cute. These are like, it's like a pinky purple. And I thought these might be cute to put in there. You know, it brings out a little bit of the pink without going so pink. Let me turn you back around. Thanks, Sally. So, let's just cut one of these little sprigs off here. I should go get my glasses. Okay. Oh my goodness. It's going to be more difficult than I thought. I don't want to use those scissors. Hold on. I'm my only good pair right now. Just a piece of plastic in here. There we go. Oh, that one came off easy. Yeah, it kind of does. That's what it kind of reminded me. I couldn't find any purple ones. I found pink ones. Or it's like a pinky purple, and I got some white ones because I really like these when I do some of my, you know, florals. These make good fillers in them, so whether it's big or small, you know, kind of thing, just to throw them in there. Oh, good Lord, I need my glasses. So we know it's not going to be that long, needless to say. And I have my little bag out because if we have to create any stems, I always keep those, you guys. Always keep them. So we're going to stick that, ooh, way too long. And I'm not, my garbage pail is, I always have it closer because at the table over there, I always exit it this way. So I have my garbage pail to the right. But here I got to exit this way. So I got to figure things out still some more. I think that's a good length. I don't want it so far out. I just want it peekaboo, you know, right around there. So that's a good length, I think. You guys agree? Don't be so quiet on me. So we'll put a couple of these, a little bit on each side, so they come out kind of like that. And then we get all these other goodies we can add. All right. Goodness. Good scissors, bad scissors, wire cutters. Ugh. Thanks, Carolynne. It's so weird to say your name when I'm Carolynne too. That's just so weird. Glue pot. Why do you not seem to be? Oh, it's okay. I thought it wasn't heating up really good. What a time for my glue pot to fail. All right, so we're going to try 2 on each side. We'll see how that goes. Glue pots are great. Happy fingers work even better. I call them happy fingers, and I just lost one. Because my fingers are always happy when they don't get burned. All right, so let's do this. Oh, thanks, Carolynne. Yeah, Mom and Dad, I guess, were the ones that decided to do it, that spelling that way. It's fine. I've only met one other person when I was a kid that actually spelt it exactly like me. Most people spell it like you spell yours. So let's do 2 like that. I'm going to turn this around. So see how that's looking? That's kind of cute. It's just a little sprig. You know, it's not like all flowers over the top kind of thing. There we go. And the glue we're sticking in, I'm sticking these right now behind the bow. So see, there we go so far. We're getting there, we're getting there. Why? Huh, Gary? Hey, go ahead, Gary, don't worry about it. It's Tuesday night, everybody goes on. Is Kylie, oh, how cute. I like that. That's pretty. Oh, you know what I got? I got some forsythia, if you can say that 10 times fast. This might look pretty, like in between there. Let's see. Get a little bit of yellow. Oh, what do you guys think of that? Because I give it away by my sound effects. I like the little bit of yellow in there. Oh no, Jackie, really? Oh man, that really stinks. I'd be pissed if that happened to me. Oh, that stays like that. Wow, that's sad. I do like the yellow. I think it's a little pop. You know, me and my pop word. Where's my clippers? Thanks, Jacqueline. Thanks, Sally. Whoop. Oh, yeah. You know, the forsythia, say that 10 times fast, right? It kind of lies like kind of everything going to one side. And so if you put it in, at least to me, you're putting in something that's more three-dimensional. Does that make sense? It may look like the flowers are on one side and not on the other, but that's just the design of that's just the flower itself. Ooh, I like that. I like it, ladies. Now, last time I was on, choice words, I am sure. Thanks, Barb. Let me put these away before I stab myself. Hey, Janet, long time no see, my friend. All right, so my bow is getting all scrunched up here because I keep picking it up and down. And like I said, we'll cut the tails off later, so I'm not worried about that. All right, I don't know. Needs a little something, something, huh? So last time when I was doing my live, I didn't have any blue flowers. So look, it's like a blue purple. That might be too like in your face though. I was thinking, well, these are yellow. I was thinking of like the little daisies. Let's see what that would look like. I won't. I'm putting that on last, Vicki. It's right here. I'm putting it on last. Why, Janet? Did you not get one through on your personal message? Somebody else said the same thing, and go ahead and do this, Janet. Go ahead and click anywhere on here and click on for the notifications. You know, little bell. You don't want the check mark in there. I don't like the daisies. And see if that way will help. And then, where do you see clear bags? Oh, I was like, where do you see? That'd be one way, Janet. Type alert down here, Janet. And then Rosie should send you in your personal message and do it again. Since I had problems with the ManyChat and I got it up and going last month, that could be why. The bags that are hanging behind me, doesn't that look lovely? Usually I have a reef on a stand behind me. Those are 30-gallon clear trash bags. You get like, I don't know, however many. Oh, how many does it say? It's 50 bags. These are the extra large trash bags. Home Depot had them. And that's what I use to store my wreaths in. And when I sell a wreath at a show, they get you know, the bag with them. Usually you don't see everything in bags per se, because I usually store them downstairs or someplace. But because of all the dust and everything that's been around here, everything, every single wreath is in a bag right now. And then before I ship it to anybody, I go ahead and I do take it out of the bag and fluff it. Needless to say, I do that. I think it needs some more of these. I like these. I may have to go back tomorrow. Oh, good, Janet. Where did you get the bag? Cool. Just make sure you respond alert back to her in your personal message too. Debbie, what did you find at Michael's? What did I miss? The bag? Oh, the flowers? What? I missed something. But I bought, like I said, I bought some of them. Fica, Fusa. Whoa! Why can't I remember those names of those stupid leaves? Fisca, Fusca, whatever. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, bow makers. You can get whatever you want. It's up to you. But I always say, just learn them by hand too. Because like I sat one day on my Bodabra. I put it on the chair, was cleaning up and doing some things. And I sat down, I hear crunch, big ol' butt. And broke it. And I was like, ooh, had to go get another one. That wasn't fun. I was kind of mad at myself for breaking it. So I'm on my second Bodabra. Yeah, that needed to be back there. I think just, do I have more of this? I think just these two colors I like. I don't think, silly me. That's okay, Debbie, you're fine. I think just some more of these guys. Now when I have a stem sticking out like that, I'll cut that stem back. Ooh. Oh, good. So you got it all taken care of then, Janet? Did Rosie respond to you? All right. So put some of this in here. Just need a little bit more to make it a little bit thicker. Where did the other one go? You don't have two? Oh, okay, maybe not. Losing my mind. And again, I'll cut that piece off. Hey, you know what, Debbie? Oh, good, Janet. Oh my God. Do you know what's sitting? You guys can see it at the corner of my table right there. Is my stem cutter. And it's right there. And of course, I'm struggling. You know what, Debbie? It will come in time, though. I mean, I'm not, you know, Miss Perfect about anything. And I just try, I go, I learn, and that's how I roll. That one likes to stick up for some reason. There we go. What do you think, guys? Happy fingers are happy. You think that looks cute? Do you think it needs anything else color-wise with the flowers? Aw, thanks, Debbie. Thank you, Tanya. I said Tanya. 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 I thought I would really like the daisies in there, but I didn't. And I was mad because I wanted to do a carrot with you guys. And they had little small tulips at Michael's. But it was like, you know how you do the shades? So it's like orange and it goes to yellow, orange, and some yellow. And I thought I could still do that as a carrot. And I counted out how many were like orange, how many were yellow. So you got like, I think it was like 14, was it 14 flowers or 12 flowers in each bushel? And I thought, oh, I know. Slap me on the face, Tanya. So I'm thinking of going back because I don't want to do a big carrot, but I thought maybe something in that length to hang on the door. I don't know. I saw it on somebody else did it. Who did it? Lori Jacobs did one, and she hot working mom, and she did one, and I like what she did, but you know how you see something, you're like, oh, I can twist that and do something different. So that's what I was thinking with that. All right, so tail. Now, the tail comes with a little clip on it. Don't know if I'm going to use the clip or not, because I could clip it right on, but see, I don't like the placement like on the body, so to speak. I think it would look cuter if the tail was off to the side. I'm looking, because it just looks silly there. I think it looks better if it's off to the side. Doing one of these, Janet? Thanks, Barb. What did I use? Oh, I missed the comment. What was I talking about? Remind me, Janet. I tried one with mesh, but mine wasn't cute. What did I... Oh, see, I hate my brain. Now, I could still use the clip, but see, it kind of sags a little bit. So I think I'm just going to take the clip off and glue its butt. Oh, a carrot. I could do a carrot. Think, Carolyn, where's your carrot? Hold on. I know where there's a carrot. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, I gotta move a chair to get to it. Hold on. Okay, I got it. I have one carrot. One carrot. See, you were thinking outside the boat. Oh, there's different ways you can do it. If you use the, Janet, this type of frame, the wicker, you could do pipe cleaners. Like I did. If you go on my Etsy page, which is written right here, there is a bunny. It's pink, white, and it's actually silver. It looks gray, but I call them it's my mini gnomes that are in there. That was done on, oh, I know I have more of those. Where are you? Hold on, let me get it. Oh, maybe I can't get it. Hold on. Hopefully I won't knock the camera over. I may wiggle and jiggle. Hold on. I think it's in this bag here. Nope, not in here. Oh, here it is. Oh, come on out, bags. Oh, I hit the camera. Sorry. You're here rattling because I have things in bags. So what I did, now these you can find, this I got at Dollar Tree. And I took, whoa, the pillow's a little fluffy. And I used in here, and I took pipe cleaners. I cut them down. I think I did it like 1/4 of a pipe cleaner. And I stuck them in here. And I made sure that I covered the front and on the side and, of course, in the middle. I didn't care about the back. And I just took the 5-inch mesh, and I just did, curls on it, and I used that. So look on that one, you'll see, and that's one way to do it. Everybody has, a different way that works for them, but that was one way that I did it. All right. So this is actually just glued on. It's almost off. Voila. Cut that little piece off. We have a tail, and we can just glue the bunny tail right there. I'm going to flip it to me. I don't know, which way do I want my bunny to go? I guess the tail on this side. Yeah, I don't know why on the left I feel it looks better on the left. Right there I think is a good place, right? Okay, let's put it right there. Get some glue. Now, oh, we can do this. I'm going to show you another way. Because I get to use my little hooks. Now, I am in fear that it may come apart. So, they have, these are called homemade craft needles. These are European. I don't know if it makes a difference or not. They use these like on dolls and stuff like that. I'm looking to see if I'll be able to see that loop through there. See if the wire will fit through. So I'll take a piece of wire. If not, I'll get a bigger needle. I don't need a big piece. Thread your needle without glasses. Is that the needle side? You know, as a kid, my mom would always say to me, hey, can you come thread the needle? Okay, that wire's not going through there. Hold on. I'm just going to take a regular needle one because the eye's bigger. Okay, so I threaded it through. So what I can do here, because this way I know my tail's going to stay on, and I'll still use some glue with it, but this is a good way, like if using stuffed animal things, or, you know, ornaments of some sort. So I'm squishing it in there. I'm just going to push my needle through, and I'll come up on another side, just like that. Okay. And pull it through. If you can't pull it through with your fingers, take a pair of pliers, because with the wire being on the other end, it may make it a little tough, or through one hole, through the other. Just don't come all the way through, because then you have to start all over again. All right. And see how easy that was? Oops. My wire, get off. I'll just stick these babies back in here for now. And you can find these in the sewing section. Back there where they sell all the needles and all. So see, now my bunny tail is actually attached to something, and I can loop it around this, and I can tuck the wire inside there. So I just kind of twist tie it once or twice around, and let's go stick our tail on. And again, this will hide in between the loops, so you're not going to really see it. Oh, flowers are on. Silly me. It's my granddaughter. I'm on FaceTime. She should be in bed. Why is he FaceTiming me? I'm on a live. Alright, so I just twist tie it around a couple of times. And I make it long enough. And what I do, clip it. Put this away because we're not going to need that. And when I clip it, so the wire's sticking out, I will bend that wire back down and push it back in there. So the wire's not touching anything, so nobody gets hurt. There we go. All right, so now we got our carrot. So we got our little tail on. Now you can move it to the side, because I think I did it because of the flowers. So let's glue it so it stays on the side. Get all my little things fluffed out there. Put some glue in there. Push down on it, and I'm going to get these seedlings all over me. Voila. All right. So let's do our tails. I always start from the bottom up on these because I want to have my longest ones. That's just me. And everything should cascade up like it's a waterfall. So that way you can see the ribbon underneath it. If that makes sense, because if you have them all the same length, then it just doesn't look like you can't see anything. So you can just randomly go in and cut these. You don't have to be exact. I usually just start with one layer and I work my way up, so to speak. Then I know what color's next. My bunnies are next. I really like this bunny ribbon. Look how stiff it is. It's really stiff. I bought like 3 rows of it. And this is actually the one we used on the live the other night when my friend Johanna was on. I like the way that cut. There we go. What am I missing? Pink. Pink, pink, pink. And that one. So I'm really excited, you guys. I can't wait. Scott from Scott's Designs, Design with Scott. He, Waterman's Loft. I ordered one of the big ribbon, the 6-foot one. Oh, I can't wait for that to come in. All right, so we got our ribbons in. And then you can go ahead, if you want to make your ribbons so they're not laying so flat. See how I'm just taking it with my hand and I'm just curling it? So it gives it a little bit of dimension on the ribbons. So they're not just laying flat down. Did I get them all? Whoops. I think I got them all. I think I did. I think I did. And then you can go ahead and fix your bow, however, because I smushed it how many zillions of times tonight. And so I got a carrot. Oh, but that's his butt there. So you think the carrot should be right here? Hanging down, hanging up? What's you guys' opinion? In the middle? Ooh, I don't like it in the middle. What do you guys think? Where should the carrot go? I don't like it hanging down. Oh, could I put it up by his mouth maybe? Like he's eating it? No. I think, what do you guys think? The right? So Jenna says no carrot. Carolyn says here, I don't have to put a carrot. I mean, we got a little bit of orange in here in the bow, so that kind of gives them the illusion, you know, no carrot, no carrot. Okay, no carrot. No carrots, done. I'll take your guys' opinion. All right, so I didn't post this because I wasn't sure how this was going to come out and how much I was going to put on it, so to speak. So, but this will be listed in my Etsy shop. I think it came out kind of cute. Little furry little thing. No carrot. Carrot is gone. Got it. Got it. No carrot. Nobody wants to eat carrots tonight. I get it. I get it. All right. So, there's our little guy. Or little girl, I guess. I could put a little bow in her hair. Nah, too much, right? That's over the top. Too much ribbon. So, now I'm going to give you a sneak peek. Sneak peek. You're only going to see part of it. Thanks, Carolyn. This guy's going to be available in my Etsy shop. Okay. The price on this little baby, ooh, $50. I think that should be a fair price. Thanks, Sally. Let me get this here. So let me show you a sneak peek. I will show you just a little bit of what we're going to do. Let me turn these off before I burn the heck out of myself. And then talk about choice words. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary Jean. All right. One part of it's going to have this. Now you can find these wherever. It's like a tin metal star. Oops, oops, oops. You probably all saw it there anyway. And one part's going to, oops. Let me fold this in. It's going to have this. But I'm not going to tell you what I'm putting it on or how I'm going to actually put these guys together. Barb, you're probably going to like this more than anything. This is, I saw something similar to this, God, maybe 2 years ago. And I bought the pieces. You'll see when I do it. It's not a wreath. I'll tell you that much. So, but you're going to have to tune into my next live to find out. But it's something different we haven't done. But you're going to have to wait and find out. So anyway, you guys, so that's going to be it for this evening in Nonna's Nut House. And I will see you guys next time. Look for a live. I'll be doing another one this week. Not tomorrow, maybe, because I do have my class tomorrow, as well as I'm supposed to be in class now. But wanted to be with you guys. I felt bad I wasn't here last night. So, but share, like, because we're trying to get to 2,500 people. So follow me, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, Sally. I'll see you guys again. Bye.